know I haven't been keeping up with you guys on the channel. A lot's been going on. I want to say thank you because I'm moving into a different spot than I was originally in, and I want to say thank you because it's to the help with you guys that I was able to do this. So I want to say thank you guys for allowing me to move in a better situation and be in a better situation with this move and everything. So I just want to definitely say thank you. I'm not where I want to be as far as the channel, but slowly but surely, man, we're not gonna let the slow progress nullify that there is progress being made. So again, I definitely want to thank you guys, and I'm definitely excited to go through this. So I'm gonna take you into my little journey of what I'm going through now, picking up some furniture. So I know I haven't done videos like this in a minute because there wasn't a lot going on in the gig world, but I definitely want to keep you guys updated. And I did reach my other goal, which was to do the 90 in 3 days. It's pretty much 3 days. It's from Friday to Monday morning. So I was able to do it. I was able to do it fairly quickly. A lot of the double orders came in on Sunday. So I got a couple stories for you guys about that. But I'll get to that later on tonight when I finish all of the heavy moving. Now I'll get to that later on tonight. But it was a very eventful weekend, not in the sense of bad, but it was interesting. I'll just say that it was interesting. But I'm gonna take you guys through the steps of me having to go get some of the stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I know I haven't shown any like moving content or me doing anything like that in a while, but I'm gonna take you through this process and let's get to it. So right now we pulling up to the Home Depot, and I need to get a van because I'm picking up a couch and a king size bed because I like my space. But yeah, so I'm doing that now, and I got a really good deal on them. So I'm always about the deals. So I'm gonna go pick up this van, and hopefully everything is cool. I see that they have 4 in the area right now, so hopefully I get one of those. And I usually like to do the pickup truck, but because I think some of the stuff is coming disassembled, excuse me, I'd rather do that way. Rather do the van. And also I don't know like why the king size bed is, because I didn't do those numbers, even though you guys know I'm a numbers person. I didn't do that, so that was my fault, but whatever. But I definitely want to get one of these vans, and we're gonna go from there. So hopefully this process is going to be simple as it normally is. I've never had a real problem with getting a Home Depot van. Even though I've rented it, I think maybe, I want to say 3 or 4 times in my life. I've never had a really bad experience. Pretty easy. They're pretty much cheap, a little cheaper than U-Haul. U-Haul charges by the mileage. Home Depot doesn't. Home Depot charges you for the van itself, which is $20. Let me show you guys. Double tap right there. No, let's see. It's $20 for the van for the first 75 minutes. I know that I'm gonna have it. That was mad close. Sorry guys. I know that I'm gonna have it more than 75 because I gotta drive to 2 different towns in 2 different parts. North, south, east, west. So I gotta go west to pick up the couch, then I gotta drive back east to pick up the bed. I'm going west first because it's further away. East is closer to my house. So I know I'm gonna have it for more than 75 minutes. So they charge you, like they said, 20 for the first 75 minutes, and then you fill up the tank after that, and then they charge you hourly, if I'm not mistaken. But what is it? U-Haul charges you for the van. They charge you for the time that you have it, and they charge you for mileage. So that's why I don't really do U-Haul. They like the mileage will get you, man. If you don't pay attention to it, it will get you. I don't know if it's like 10 cents a mile. Last time I rented it was 10 cents a mile. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is now. And then again, that was like almost like 10 years ago. So it is a long time ago. I'm old, guys. I'm old. But yeah, but we're gonna see. Let me go get this, and then I'm probably gonna talk to you guys when I get to the first stop, because I don't have a phone holder. I don't have a to-go phone holder, as I should have one, but I traded that one in for a better one, which I'm using now. So let's get into it. It is extremely hot out here. I want to say about almost 90. Not accustomed to this. I do not like the heat, as you guys know. I am not a fan. Not a fan at all. But we're gonna try to go. Oh, pro surface. Of course, one, I didn't lock my car, so let's do that. I definitely didn't lock my car. So let's go all the way down to pro services. That's where you guys go to get this thing. So I thought it was a service desk, but it's not no more. I guess it depends what Home Depot you're at as well. So we're gonna see. So of course it's at the service desk. Like I said, it depends which Home Depot you go to. Each one is a little different. So gotta walk back to the service desk to the other side of the store. So again, my bad. I should have known, but my Home Depot that I used to work at, everything was done at the pro desk. So it is what it is. But I don't know how to get into this place. But let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. Not too bad, not too bad. Actually got a decent one. So got a cleanish. So this is what we're renting. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, so we're off to our first stop, which is gonna be about a half hour away. If I'm not mistaken, it was about a half hour away. So we're gonna head there and pick up the first part, and then I'll check back in when I get there. Got me in here sweating. The bed was, the pieces of the bed was easy to move. The actual mattress, king size mattress is no joke. So that's what was killing me. But when I get home, I'm gonna take a little picture or video or whatever and show you guys what it looks like. But let me get out of these people's complex, because you know, my complexion in this area, not a good thing. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So as you can see, there's a lot going on back here. So I have to get this done. So hopefully my roommates are home. If not, then it's gonna be a long time, and I need to hurry up because I gotta return this thing by like 4 o'clock. So we'll get it done. I'll update you guys in a bit. Hello, good morning, good night, good afternoon, whenever you guys decide to watch this video. How you guys doing today? I know it's been a long time. A lot has been going on. A lot has been going on in the gig world, in my life, my living situation. A lot's been going on. So as you can see, my setup is different now. I finally moved into my own like space. I could have space to, you know, maneuver. So first things first, the art in the background. I'm gonna try to give you guys something visually nice to look at every time I do a video. I listen to all kinds of music, so this is actually a paused video of a song that I like, that I enjoy listening to, but I'm not gonna play it because copyright is a thing. So let's get into some of the news one by one, as we normally do. As you guys know, I have my notes, 2 full pages, because I write, without the lines, I write a little funny. So yeah, so again, new situation. Thanks to you guys, I'm able to do things like this. So please do me a favor, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. So you know, you guys can get attached to my my views and hit that notification button. So every time I upload a video, you guys will be the first to know about it. I know YouTube algorithm is a little funny, so definitely like. The least you can do is like the video. But yeah. But let's get into the first topic. So we're gonna start off with Instacart first. Instacart, I haven't been doing it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been doing it. It's not like I haven't tried, but it's becoming very, very, very difficult to do because of priority batches. So with priority batches, it's kind of killing my motivation to either get up in the morning or just to go out there, man. It's becoming more and more difficult. So I know with priority batches, you know, if you have a 5-star rating, you're going to get better access to better batches and, you know, higher payouts. But with the, you know, anything under that, like you're kind of like, you kind of DOA when you're trying to get some of this stuff. It's still bad with these payouts. You know, so with these payouts, like I can order, I can get orders from, you know, Grubhub, DoorDash, and sometimes even Uber Eats with these kind of payouts. So if it's anything under 15 to 20, I'm really not even gonna look at it, because again, with these other apps, I can go pick something up and drop it off without having to shop. So it, you know, go in there, however much time it takes you to get there, you know, however much time it takes you to shop, however much time it takes you to drop it off, and maybe to even get back in your zone. With all that I calculate, and it's just a lot of extra work that I don't want to do. So if I'm gonna do it, it has to be, you know, 40 and up for me to do it. Maybe even 30. Maybe, you know, if it's a small order for 30, you know, I'll do it. Whatever, low item, you know, low mileage, I'll do it. But if not, yeah, I'm not even really interested in doing it, because it takes too much time. Especially with people with things opening up. The stores are flooded. Social distancing is a thing, but it's kind of hard to keep that because they're not separating the lines anymore. So it does get a little crowded, it does get a little flooded. So I know one manager who works at the Aldi near me told me 60% of her store's earnings are from Instacart shoppers. That's at Aldi, I believe. So 60% of all these earnings at my local Aldi, it's just Instacart shoppers. So I know it's still big on Long Island. I also know that one person had asked me, you know, what's the better market on Long Island? Is it Suffolk and Nassau? I think it's Suffolk. Nassau is a little iffy, depending on what stores you go to. I'm not a big fan of Wayfair, even though Wayfair organization on the map on Instacart is really good. When you can map out everything, you can navigate everything. It shows you hour by hour what stuff is at. I just don't like it. So I prefer to stay in Suffolk, because I think things are a little more closer in Suffolk, and less business oriented. You're gonna get a lot more business orders out there in Nassau than you will out here in Suffolk. So that's just my little tidbit on that. But yeah, it's just the low payouts are kind of killing me. The low payouts are really killing me. So I don't really do Instacart like that no more. And you know, if something pop up, I definitely let you guys know. I definitely go, you know, show you guys how I do things. You guys know how I do. You know how I do. So Grubhub, Grubhub. I thought I had something with Grubhub this week, but they kind of messed me up, you know. So I know last week I didn't really do much on Wednesday and Thursday, or Thursday and Friday. No, Wednesday and Thursday, because I did my overnight job. So I wasn't able to do Grubhub as often as I wanted. I believe I only worked 3 days a week, because I was doing what do you call this, Uber Eats. So it was just a little hectic. So it wasn't like too crazy, but this is what I made. So not too bad. What is it, $83.93 on 9 orders, so it's about $9.32 per order. Not too horrible. Normally it's a lot higher than that with Grubhub, but again, because I didn't do as many as I would have liked to, it drops off a little bit. Oh, but I also have gripes with them because of how they treated me during this promo. Don't get me wrong, it's a great promo if it works out for you, but it was a 2-day promo, so it makes it a little more difficult to do. So my problem is, when I was going for the promos with the 2 promos with Uber Eats, all my time has to be dedicated to that, and I think it's extremely difficult when you're trying to reach certain things, you're trying to work certain times, trying to fit in different, you know, other apps into your schedule. So with Uber Eats eating up pretty much my whole week and my whole weekend, I wasn't able to do Grubhub as much. But with the promo, you know, I was like, you know, maybe I can finagle it, you know, if I can make it work to my advantage. But I couldn't, because we have to keep it at a 90 acceptance rating, which is very difficult, because for every 1 you miss, you have to do 10. You know, a 9-to-1 ratio. So for every 1 you missed, you have to do 10. So I dismissed 2. I think I was down to 75, but the distances were so far, which is another thing I'm going to talk about on another app as well. The distances are so far. So I noticed that for those particular days when I cut on the app, the distances was 20 minutes away. So it wanted me to drop 20 minutes and then another 20 plus minutes to a drop off. Like, but if you're paying me a minimum of, I think it was what, $22, I don't mind doing it, but it didn't pop up, so it just gave me the regular minimum, which was like, you know, $9-10 or whatever it was. So I think I did a couple orders, and I was like, you know what, before I, you know, go hard and go at it like this, let me contact Grubhub. So I contact Grubhub, and they was like, well, I don't know, you know, we don't have access to the information, we don't have access to promos, you know, here's you know, I'll email you a link or something, you know, so you can go fill out, you know, whatever it is and get in contact with them. So we going back and forth, because you know, I bring you guys evidence. So we was going back and forth, and I was like, all right, whatever, you know. I went and I tried to sign up, you know, not sign up, excuse me. I tried to fill out all the requirements I needed to send in this the dispute or whatever, you know, so I can get paid accordingly, because again, the minimum 22 wasn't showing up. It's supposed to be a minimum of $22 per order for those 2 days. It didn't, obviously it didn't work out because I'm upset about it. But so I'm trying to fill it out, and then it gets to the point where it says put your phone number in. So I put in my phone number, and then it wouldn't take it. So it's like all of that for a link that doesn't work. So I don't know. I don't want to say it's intentional, because they know they want to get people out there working to see a payout. But for me, that was just very, very, very frustrating, because I went out there and I tried to dedicate my time to doing something like that, and it didn't fall through. So I was very upset about that as well. So for me, it was frustrating. It is what I want to say. It is what it is. But like, don't entice me to do something, and then when I'm asking you, you know, how do I go about doing this, even though you sent me the email, I showed you guys the email, it just doesn't, I don't know, you couldn't even give me like an explanation on how this properly works, and am I gonna, because pretty much what I asked was, hey, I'm not seeing it on the front end, you know, at the end of the day, will it update, you know, or will it update after the 2 days, and they couldn't give me an answer. So I was very, very upset with that, but it is what it is, and I go forward from there. So I don't know, but also I believe this is Grubhub. If not Grubhub, this is DoorDash. But I believe it's Grubhub. They're requiring you to wear a mask. I don't remember, because I haven't done it in a few days. I don't know if it's Grubhub or DoorDash. I know one of them also. No, I don't think it's Grubhub. I think it's DoorDash. That is now you have to take a picture of you dropping off the food. So now instead of the one of my 3 delivery apps, 2 of them are requiring you to take a picture. So that was another turn off. I believe that's DoorDash. Grubhub doesn't do that, because Grubhub, I usually leave my phone on the charger in the car when I'm dropping off the food. So yeah, I believe it's DoorDash. But yeah, that just does get annoying. But they are requiring you to wear a mask, which I think is a good thing. Of course, you should have a mask, you know, during these times right now. But it's just another added layer of protection to protect not only you but the customer as well. So don't get too upset if you see that. Now on to DoorDash. DoorDash was kind of the same. I made roughly half. I'm gonna say maybe a little more than half of what I made with Grubhub. I only worked the 2 days because, you know, again, Ubereats. I made $48.75 off of 5 orders, which averaged out to $9.75 per order, which is like 40 cents more. 43 cents more than Grubhub. And again, it's Grubhub, DoorDash, and Ubereats without the promos. Once you hit the promos, then, you know, DoorDash and Ubereats can fight it out. But yeah, I made a little more with them. I think it's because I was in a hot zone. I think that's really what it was. So nothing too crazy. But the promos are still bad. You know, not in the sense of not getting them. It's just in my area where I work, which is either Brookhaven's, the promos aren't really as good as the one in either in Riverhead or in the Hamptons. So sometimes it goes up to, you know, $6-7 in the Hamptons, and it goes to $5-6 in Riverhead. But I just don't want to drive the 25 minutes, you know, and then it's such a large area. So it's not only just driving to that zone, it's such a large area that it encompasses. And it's just, it'll be so much driving. So at that point, it kind of hurts. But at the end of the video, stay tuned to the end of the video, because they with Uber are doing some really good things and some really bad things. But that's towards the end of the video. But yeah, it's just the promos are still bad. And I also noticed with DoorDash, once you start doing the once you start doing the promos, as soon as you go into a zone that has promos, the order stops. So it doesn't matter if you're signed up, or it doesn't matter. Excuse me, if you are scheduled shifts or blocks or whatever they're called. It doesn't matter. It seems like it doesn't matter if it's signed up or not. Once you go into that, it seems like it drags it out. And I also noticed that with Grubhub as well. You know, matter of fact, to be honest with you, all three delivery apps, once you go into a zone whereas it's a hot zone, or if it says it's a hot zone, it seems like it doesn't. I don't get orders like that. So it could be blazing hot, and I don't get orders. But I also know that Gig Life has been talking about that as well. That he'll go into a hot zone and he don't get no orders. So it's like, you know, did you do that just to get me here, or you trying to thin the herd, or you're not trying to have us all congregate in one area? But it is what it is. But just know that if you guys go into a hot zone, it's not guaranteed to get more orders or get paid more all the time. Especially it seems like it's not as busy as it's supposed to be. But you know, just be aware if you're gonna waste your time and go do that. Now we get into the the big stories of the day. So as you guys know, I've been doing Ubereats because of the promos. I haven't been working this week because, one, I needed a break. Two, I have security for the upcoming weeks, 2 weeks straight, so it's gonna eat up all my nights. So my sleep schedule is gonna be all messed up. Been moving as well, but yeah, Ubereats has been eating up a lot of my time. Again, Ubereats has been doing some positive things and some negative things. Well, Uber in general, they've been doing some positive things and they've been doing some negative things. Right now, in my area, it's been quite positive. In Cali, not so much, but that's because of the CEO. So, as we can see, Dara is planning to shut down Uber in all of Cali, unfortunately. So, for me, it shows that he doesn't care about the riders or the drivers. Like, he doesn't care about, you know, the customer or the worker, because he lost his case and he has to treat his riders, or his drivers, excuse me, as employees. And for him, he's like, all right, cool, I'm not gonna pay them properly. I'm not gonna boost whatever to minimum wage, or however the details work. There's other channels that goes into details about it. And I think Real Rideshare Stories, if you guys go watch him, Real Rideshare Stories, I want to get his name right. He goes into some detail about that, as well as I forgot the name. If it comes to me, I'll say it. But it seems like it shows like a lack of respect for both, because it's like, I want to save money, and I'm going to disband the the service in Cali. Now again, that hurts riders and drivers. You know what I mean? They're already not paying taxes, so it's like you know, like, come on. And then it's like you changing from, oh, I'm a service company, and then it's like, all right, cool, you're a service company. Now we're gonna, you know, treat you as, you know, a tax-paying business. It's like, no, cool. We're a technology business. So, you know, we're just the app that bridges. We're just B. You know, A. You know, we just between A and C. We just bridge A and C, but we're actually B. And it's like, come on, bro. Like pay the people, man. Pay your drivers, dog. Like, it's not nothing. Like, it's not like you can't afford it. It's not like you can't afford it. You know, but it just. I don't know. It's crazy, man. The rideshare guy. That's his name. Excuse me. That's their name, because there's multiple people. The YouTube name is the rideshare guy. So if you go follow their channel, they give you some real deep, in-depth insight to what's going on with the Uber CEO and things like that. I believe they just did an interview with them as well. But enough of that. More to this. I had to reorder my bag. I know I was looking, like, you guys know, I'm looking forward to seeing how the bag comes out. I had to reorder the Ubereats bag. Something, I don't know, like, I tried to do it through the email, and then I guess it didn't go right through the email. With the email, I think it just added me it just asked me to put in my address, which I did, and it said everything was good. But then it popped up on the app, you know, order your bag or whatever. So Again, I had to fill out some requirements. So hopefully it does. I'm definitely excited to see with the bag how big the bag is. I believe some people did get it in the city, and I don't know how it looks. I don't know if it's gonna be like multifunctional, because they know that people also in the city they do Ubereats on a bike. So you know, it may be like a little book bag, or it could be like you know, a carrying bag. But you know, we're gonna see. I'm definitely excited to get out. I definitely want to see, you know, the analytics of it pretty much. But yeah, I'm excited to get it. So I'll definitely let you guys know. I'll do unpacking or unboxing and things like that. If you guys are into that, just let me know. So I definitely got to give credit where credit is due. Uber is doing a very good job of keeping up on a PPE. I think Uber and shoot, I don't know if it's DoorDash or Grubhub, one of the two. But Uber is doing a very good job, because I believe like every week I think they're sending out, hey, you're eligible for, I think it's mask, or hey, you're eligible for. They haven't sent me gloves again, but you're eligible for sanitizer. You know, whatever it is that they're sending out, just make sure if you guys are doing Uber Eats, you do click that in your notifications so you know when it pops up, because you get different things every time they send you something. You're eligible for different things. So I believe it's Grubhub. I believe it's Grubhub who's doing good on their PPE as well. Not so much DoorDash, but it is what it is with them. But yeah, they're doing a very good job, so I have to give them kudos for that. And also, again, if you guys don't know, you can definitely refuse a ride if you guys are doing regular Uber. I'm not doing it, but I know one young lady, she is, and you can definitely refuse a ride without penalty if the rider doesn't have a mask. So just be aware of that, because I know some of us, especially at the beginning, is like, hey, like, what if they don't have a mask and I refuse ride? You know, then I can get penalized for it. You know, they don't penalize you if you let them know that, hey, that this person didn't have a mask. So just protect yourself. Most importantly, protect yourself. So last and final thing about another pro that Uber is doing. If you guys are approved with Uber and you don't have a vehicle, I think this I don't want to say deal, but this perk to being signed up for Uber, even if you don't like don't have a vehicle and you are biking it, they have this program where they're partnered with Avis and Hertz. You can get a rental for them. So it'll be very beneficial if this is the route that you're trying to go. Not as far as having your own vehicle, but having a rented vehicle temporarily. And you know, you only don't have to do Uber, but you can have it as your personal vehicle. I don't believe there's any restrictions on it as far as how you can use the vehicle. But if you want to be able to do Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, Instacart, shit, whatever it is that you want to do gig work wise, or even have it as a personal vehicle, for $150 a week, $600 a month, that's a pretty good deal. As long as you meet their requirements, and again, you have to be approved with Uber. You have to be 21 to 25, and it's $150 a week. So it's about $600 a month, and it does come with insurance, so you don't have to get your own separate insurance. And I know, like here in New York, like if your credit isn't good and you have a car, that's gonna cost you $3 and change. And you know, with the way this insurance stuff is set out here, depending on where you live at in New York, your car insurance could be $2 and change. And if you got into an accident, or you know, whatever the case, you have some, you know, history or whatever with vehicles, your insurance could be, you know, $3 and change. I know one young lady, her insurance was like $500. You know what I mean? So it could be a really good deal if that's something that you guys are looking for. Just again, meet the requirements, and you know, you can go through that if you have a Avis or a Hertz in your area. I definitely think it's a good route if you guys don't, you know, have your own vehicle, or if you're like me, who don't want to put the mileage on their own car, because it is unlimited miles. I'm sorry that I failed to mention that. It is unlimited miles, which I think is a great thing, because if you're limited on miles, you're limited on how you can work. But yeah, so if you can get a clean, disinfected vehicle, renting it weekly for $150, you know, which is what, $22 a day, something like that, 20, 40, 60, yeah, about 20 some dollars a day. I think it's like $22 a day. I don't know. My math is gonna go. My brain's gonna go crazy. Off the top, I think it's like $22 a day. But yeah, you know, that's a great deal. Unlimited miles, comes with insurance. You know it's gonna be clean because they're mandated by law to clean their vehicles. Even you know, pre-pandemic. And again, I'm sorry, and basic maintenance. I'm sorry, basic maintenance as well. Sorry to mention that. I write terribly, so I have doctor's handwriting, as they say. So again, they do basic maintenance, which is probably like oil changes, make sure that, you know, tires rotated, all of that stuff. You know, I think that's great. And then, you know, it's not your personal vehicle, so you're not putting all these miles on your vehicle, which I've been doing the last, you know, few years. So I think that's a great I think that's a great perk, or great, you know, incentive, I should say, incentive that you might want to drive for them. You know, sign up, you never know. And again, you'll have a vehicle if you don't have one. You don't have to worry about much. And again, it's a rental, so it's not like, if God forbid anything happens to it, you know, you covered by Uber, and it's not your personal vehicle. So definitely something for you guys to look into. So second to last topic, I had my first bad experience with Uber Eats. I have some bad experience, but this is a terrible experience. Just because of how, like, they treated me. So normally all places, you know, when everything was shut down, more so, you know, you have to go through the drive-through. So pretty much, like, I went to the drive-through and I was like, you know, I'm here to pick up a such and such, and she was like, well, come inside. Like, it's not what she said, is how she said it. So for me, so let me not jump ahead. So I went and I parked and I'm waiting inside for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, listen, if the order isn't ready, then just say, like, yo, the order isn't ready. But the fact that, you know, you guys wanted me to come inside because the order wasn't ready, really upsetting, because I'm like, I never have to come inside. Like, I always go through the drive-through. It's rare. The only time I usually go inside is if the drive-through line is like extremely long. If it's like more than 5 cars, like, we go inside. You know, unless it's anything after 11, I believe you can't go inside, which is like McDonald's and Taco Bell, which is like open late or whatever. But after that, you know, other than that, you just go through the drive-through. But yeah, so it's just the way you treat somebody, you know, who's working, or just say how you treat people in general. That's not how you treat somebody. You don't give me an attitude over the speaker. You don't ignore me when I come inside. You know, you don't question, like, who I'm picking it up for. You don't question the validity of me scrolling and showing you the order number. Like, all of this stuff, like, and it's like, I've came to this Burger King multiple times before. Like, it's not like this is my first time here. Or you see me, if you guys see me come inside, but the fact that you don't have your stuff together, you know, now you want to take it out on other people because you're frustrated with your job. And it's like, I understand that you're probably mad that I'm making more than you and that I'm not trapped in a sweatbox, so you want to take that out on me. But that's just, like, I'm not the one to do that with. But again, that's my little mini rant. But yeah, normally I don't complain about like nothing. Like, I get it, like, you're under a stressful work environment, it's busy, you got to work at this, you know, unrealistic pace, and I get it. But don't treat other people like that, because at the end of the day, that might come back to bite you. So last but not least, I did reach my bonus on Sunday. I think I reached it early as well. So again, I know that I said it's very difficult to reach the 90, and it is. Don't get me wrong. It was very difficult on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's very difficult because any one of those days where it's slow, it's extremely difficult to catch back up. So if you know you got to average 30 per day, and then you have a 20-day, oh man, like, that next day it's gonna be wild crazy. But also, it did help me out that at least 10 of my orders were double. So, you know, so it wasn't too harsh. So I believe that definitely helped me out. But enough of that. I made $13.45.77 on 105 orders. So I was averaging about $12.81 per order. And now again, this is what the bonus is. So once that extra 300 hit, that's what it looked like. And then I was like, all right, time to go home. I had a few people ask me, hey, you know, once you hit your bonus, you just keep grinding. I was like, no. Once I hit my bonus, I am going home. One, because it's not safe to be greedy, especially when you're tired. It's not safe to be greedy. And two, it's not good to be on the road that long. I actually timed out. I think I timed out on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. And if you don't know what timed out is, Uber only allows you to work 12 hours straight. And if you don't cut the app off for a couple hours, I believe, it doesn't reset. So I worked pretty much the whole time Friday, and I timed out. So just be aware of that. If you guys don't know that, they do limit your hours, because, you know, again, some people will just work no matter how tight they are. They want to make the money, and something happened, like, you don't want to be liable, you know, or they can be held liable. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. So pretty much for the whole week, I made $1478.45. I think I worked, it would be technically 40 hours on Uber Eats, but I guess, lo and behold, I probably worked a total of like 60 hours between Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and my overnight job. So not too bad, you know, nothing too crazy. And, you know, it just, again, as we say, multi-app. But I know it's difficult because, again, once you start trying to hit these promos and these bonuses, you have to focus on one. You can't flip-flop. You can't bounce around. It's just luckily that the promo for this week for Uber Eats was like a multiplier. So it was like a 1.1 up to 1.7 for the Uber Eats. And it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Either give me a dollar amount or I'm not doing it. Like, that's just what it is. And again, even with all the apps put together, once you start going after some of these bonuses and you know, and promos, it seems like once you get to these hot zones, everything slows down. It comes to a crawl, and I don't want to deal with that. But it is what it is. But again, if you guys do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you know when I put these videos out. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I've been going so long. But it was a mess in here. And also, I wasn't able to get the information off of Uber, off of the Uber app. Like, I have 4 phones, two of which I use to do gig work. But for some reason, I couldn't look at my earning, and I guess it's because it needed to calculate all of the gratuity. Because, you know, it has to calculate all the gratuity for 105 orders. How much was it? 105 orders? I think it was like 105 orders. Yeah, 105 orders. So it has to calculate all the gratuity for that before it actually shows you. But it was down for like the whole weekend, so I wasn't able to get it until maybe, what is today? Today's Friday. I wasn't able to get it all week. I just got it, I believe, today. I don't know. Maybe the app was like freaking out or whatever, but I don't know. Who knows? I got it and I shared the information, and you know, you guys take it as you want it. But that's my last week recap. So I was able to hit both promos. Last week I hit the promo for this weekend I hit the promo for the extra 3, and I believe before that I hit the other promo for the week. And the last week's promo was the Monday through Friday morning at 4 o'clock, and then this last weekend's promo was from Friday to, again, Monday morning at 4 o'clock. So it's a little more, you lose a day. So instead of you doing 25 a day over the 4 days, you have to do 30 a day over the 3 days. So it becomes a little more stressful. But got it done. Go from there. At worst, if you guys are doing Uber Eats, at worst, you know, you can take Uber rides as well. But, you know, it's not, for me, it's not safe to do that right now. But, you know, you guys' choice. Do what you want. You know, it is what it is. Until next time, guys, have a good one.